I'm from Adelaide and I run a couple of restaurants, Restaurant Orana and Bistro Blackwood. We're different, I guess, in a way where everything that we do in the restaurants revolve around our non-for-profit foundation, the Orana Foundation. The primary purpose of the Orana Foundation is to give acknowledgement to indigenous people, and particularly their culture. And the only way I can do that as a chef is to do it through food. We're here in Sydney doing a residency for 1 month to raise awareness about the work we're doing with the foundation. We built a restaurant in 12 days. We didn't even ask Kounta. Kounta picked up the phone and said, "Hey, I've seen in the newspaper you're doing a residency in Sydney. How can we help?" Like, that's somebody who gives a shit about your business. And for me, that says everything. Like, I'm a bit of a dinosaur, really, and I find Kounta intuitive as opposed to any other point of sale I've ever seen. Our previous POS system, we got to a point where we couldn't grow. We were encumbered by this previous point of sale that was so clumsy. And we had fabricated these elaborate ways of dealing with that bulky point of sale system that meant that we were super inefficient. The support from Kounta as a product and a company and the staff meant that we were comfortable enough to be vulnerable and say, "Hey, we need help. You know, like, we know that this probably isn't the best way. It shows a better way." Even with inventory, for example, doing stock takes, now it's a zip because it's integrated. It's integrated with our accounts, it's integrated with the point of sale. Once we've got our data, it's very easy to reconcile with the data on Kounta, and then therefore the accounts package, because they all talk to each other. On the old system, to pull a report took a good 10 minutes. I can check a report off Kounta now, and I'm in and out in less than 2 minutes. It's crystal clear. I get live readings, I can log in, I can see what's going on. At any given point, I know what's happening in my business, where I didn't have that clarity before. That relationship between us and Kounta gave us a lot of confidence moving into it, that we could change from this point of sale, you know, on Monday to this point of sale on Tuesday. There might have been 1 or 2 issues, but you know what? We picked up the phone and it was someone, a real person on the other end of the phone, who then logged in and talked us through the problem, and within 10 minutes we were up and running.